questions.
The 2018 final budget outcome stating a total revenue of around 14 billion kina. That's 6 billion kina above the expected 2018 supplementary budget. Minister Abel welcoming the increase, stating it showed that the government's aim to broaden its tax collection will improve revenue collections.
And taxation collection, particularly from the resource sector, has been improved quite a lot. We still need to do more work on that side. So the revenue side of the picture is quite good. We're trending upwards, and we want to continue to drive that revenue collection as a percentage of GDP further up.
But 2018 also reported a deficit of around 2 billion kina. The government spending a whopping 16 billion kina on APEC, earthquake relief, and an additional 4,843 on frontline workers.
Contributed to that additional cost, and I mentioned the APEC and the earthquake, and also we had some unbudgeted pay rise. Remember, we paid the 3% pay rise, which was unbudgeted. That added to it. And we also had some above budget superannuation arrears that we worked hard on retiring.
The country's debt for domestic and international standing at 25.6 billion kina by the end of 2018.
In relation to our debt, what we said was that we would borrow smarter, borrow cheaper, and borrow on better conditions so that we repay much longer, like the Deputy Prime Minister was saying. Previously, we borrow now, but we have to repay back in 3 months. It's very difficult to generate that income, which has to repay those loans. And now that we can access things like the sovereign bond, which it took us some time, and we got on the road for 10 days, but that's a 10-year repayment. So again, things like the projects coming on, they will generate some activity, provide some more opportunities for our Papua New Guinean entities here when those projects come on. And they pay more taxes, and we have a little bit more one kina to pay those loans way off in the future.
But Treasurer Charles Abel remains confident that 2019 will see an increase in revenue as the government works on getting more resource projects in motion.
Things are not as bad as everyone was saying. If we can have a good year in 2019 without earthquakes, and we can continue to deliver these resource projects and collect our taxes and manage our cost, we don't have things like APEC or elections to disturb us. We really focus on the priorities, and I think particularly if we deliver these resource projects, the next 4 or 5 years should be very good, and we get back to a good, robust growth rate.
Adelaide Sirok Skari, National, EMTV News.